Season 7 is finally out. It honestly feels like these seasons aren't coming quick enough ever since Season 5 was on hold for roughly 6 months. But in this video, I'm here to show you my journey on how I unlocked the Aconite bow build and progressed through its missions and PvP. So how do I obtain it? I just showed you the location where it was on the map. You have to come over here to the pools and defeat this tentacle beast monster in order to obtain it. And it also didn't take me very long. Just like how it didn't take me this long to tell you to subscribe. Have you subscribed yet? Here is a cinematic shot of me finally obtaining the Aconite bow. I was also expecting the artifact to have pretty difficult missions when I attached it, but thankfully they're fairly simple, as you guys can see on the top right corner. So I made my way over to Eden Grove to kill the Angry Earth 50 times, and it was pretty cool seeing somebody that was nearby doing the same missions alongside with me, so there's always that. And well, before I knew it, I was already done with killing the Angry Earth, and we unlocked our first perk. And what we unlocked was poisoned arrows, so if we charge attack, we get a 5% weapon damage for 10 seconds. And well, for the hard part is the Scorpion Queen Tabajet. Doing it solo, it's very notorious for it being this difficult on your own, but luckily on our travels there, we were already searching for Garden of Genesis. So before I even made it inside the cave, we found a group. Once we were in, all I had to do was just kill 50 Angry Earth inside the expedition. I was very skeptical if I wanted to complete Garden of Genesis once I was done, but after killing this first boss, I decided to just kind of wing it out. And then we just moved on. And this is the part where we were able to get the 50 kills within the expedition, and we unlocked our second perk. Once it was secured, I just decided to kind of see the expedition through since it was fairly simple anyway, and it's been a while since I even completed one. And if you already made it this far into the video, I just want to thank every single one of you guys for your support. If you haven't done so already, drop a like down below and consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds to do it. Not only does it help push the algorithm out to new viewers or people who are interested in New World Aeturnum, it just shows the support and it helps the channel grow, and it pushes me to do better content. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and take a look at my other videos that I've done in the past. I think I make fun and interesting videos, and if you think so too, go ahead and give them a watch and then consider subscribing if you like them. Alright, so we were able to complete the expedition and we are finally getting out of here. Once I was out of the expedition, I was able to find a group fairly easily to kill the open world boss, the Scorpion Queen. We came up with a game plan. They were running a lot of spears to trip up the Scorpion, just so that they don't do a lot of damage to us. And we were easily able to take him out. We secure it, we get the final perk, and we were able to move on to the next and final step, clearing the Aconite mission. So as you guys can see here with the Aconite bow, we have a very, very limited list of what we can add to our perk. Our final perk. I wanted to add Keenly Jagged or even Disdained Infliction or a gem slot to see if we can. And I realized that we're doing only thrust with our Aconite bow, which I'm not very used to. And it's actually one of the most heavily gemmed up against weapons type. So I was a little unsure how this bow will actually perform. We ended up taking a Boreal Attunement, which is giving us the 14% more weapon damage as nature, and I'm actually not too sure if I made the right decision here, but I will also let you guys know, maybe in this video or in the next one when we do a couple of testing. And for some time, if you guys haven't seen the last video, I've mentioned it already, it's the Aconite bow build or the dot build. They're essentially the same. I created them. You should be seeing the thumbnail right on the screen right about now. I created the build thinking that I can just attach Aconite bow to this current build setup, kind of like a plug and play kind of deal, but I think it's not going to be as effective as I thought. So we are going to jump straight into an OPR, and when we do, and we finally get to our first position, I decided to go into our maxed bow damage playstyle, where we replace the ghostly touch with the winged leather shoes. This guy's using bow spear, which is a deadly combination, but only if you play it right. I decided to escape and then push him again after he gets a good pick on me, but teammate goes in and I'll try to help him out as much as possible. But not before we lose, of course. I'm not able to hit him. And in this section here, I actually started to see what the damage output was coming from. This is where I start to notice I'm using only thrust. This is where I feel that I'm not very comfortable with just thrust. Again, it's the most heavily gemmed up against weapon type or damage type. But I wanted to see what kind of combinations we could use to increase our attack power. And you guys can see I just got 10,000 here, which is really, really low compared to our max bow damage. But I give it some more thought after we accept this outpost rush invite. Somebody in my comments not too long ago had mentioned that I was doing way too much Zerging gameplay and I was just taking the final kill. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that the build that we do sometimes will require you to show off what the full powers of the bow can do. So, in order to appease you for now, I will show you another 1v1 gameplay. I miss a poison shot and an explosive shot, but we were still able to kill him with our rapier. And now we're going to go right back into some Zerging gameplay, just because, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that, but I just wanted to show off that this guy over here on the top left of the cliff was able to get up there. We take a shot at him, he ends up falling off, but we also get a pick on a dude that's on our left side. He tries to take me down with his blunderbussy. It doesn't work. We get 2 good shots off on him, and I'm not letting this guy go. And to start doing more 1v1s for you guys, I decided to start back capping, fishing more for 1v1s while our team has the advantage. This playstyle, I don't really like to do it too much where I have to look for it, because it really impacts my scoreboard. I get less kills. I'm not doing a lot of damage, and sometimes I might die more trying to get to one place to the other, and I get just gangbanged by other people. But here I'm just trying to be annoying, trying to get these 2 people down to come down and fight me, and it doesn't really work out. All right, so this guy ends up coming down though. We did get 2 takers. This guy's peering off to the right. We get a nice long range pick on him, and then another one which backs them off. So I try to go in and chase them again, do some damage to their door and annoy them more. We do get really hurt here, and this is when I start to notice that the change to our health is different. We no longer heal off of food anymore. It's just a normal passive for 45 minutes. And then if we take a regen or health potion, they take up the same pool. I had no idea. And then we were able to finally get somebody to come down. When you come across a bow user who's extremely mobile, you do need to move around for sure. We also get this naked dude coming to show us his big gun and shove it up in my face. And I'm really at a disadvantage right now. I'm trying to heal, but I can't because we have this new heal change. He's slowing me down, which is huge in order to take me down. So while we're running, we're just trying to deal some AoE damage on him. I tried to heal off the wolf using our Leeching Flurry, which was a great idea, but I ended up dying anyway and taking him down with me. And we end up winning the game though. We went 6-2. Very poor trying to fish out some kills here. In this section, we are trying to make some changes to our build. I'm currently using the Life Ring where it does nature damage, but I realize again, we're using thrust. So I ended up choosing the Champion's Ring instead and attaching that. So we try to go for our normal combo. We test our damage on the dummy, and it's not looking so good. We're doing 10k damage plus some dots. You could add up the damage and it's not that bad, but I'm trying to figure out what we can do here to make the damage really good. So we make some changes once more. We take out Ghostly Touch. We put in our max bow damage type setup with wing leather shoes, and we give that combo one more go. We're going to dot them up, drink a potion, and then we're going to go in for a long-ranged heavy for 11k damage. Add that up. What does that come up to? That's a lot of damage. And we're going to try a second combo here. I think we can do even better, which we do. It's a little better, but not before we try this next combo. This one is the one that we need to see. That's a 12k damage output right there. That's almost as much as our max bow damage. And then just to confirm it, I try it one more time, but we ended up getting the immortal bug on the dummy and we're no longer able to see the damage numbers, which was very sad. So back into the OPR, we ended up getting the back cap and we pop off on this part. I'm not kidding, guys. Right here, we get 2 people. I start poising them up, dotting them up as much as possible. This bow guy must be new because he's not doing a lot of damage at all. So we get a good 1v2 here and we get another 1v2. We're not paying a lot of attention to him. He can just stay up there as long as he wants. He's scared, clearly. It turns into a 1v3 pretty quick. He comes back down. I notice this guy's really weak, so I try to finish him off as quickly as possible. We're low on health now. Try to make that escape. Demigod, our teammate, finishes him off. I jump back down, ready for the next fight. My bear is getting taken away. And we ended up getting a good pick on some of these guys here. Missed the arrow off the horse. And it's another 2v2? 2v3-ish? So I'm dotting up the guy who's putting a lot of pressure on Demigod here. I tried it my best. He finishes him off. We get picked off. We had to roll off. Of course, we were about to die. I end up coming around. Luckily, Demigod was coming off the ramp, hoping this guy falls off, and he does. He takes the bait. So we end up circling back over to the back cap. We still need to finish what we started. This guy is not leaving. I'm not letting him go at all. Chase him down, but he ends up getting away. So I'm just trying to shoot at him from a long range. He's so close to dying. I need to get this long range snipe. I'm missing, and then all of a sudden, this guy on my right pops up, and I had no idea. But we ended up landing that shot. Here I'm in a pretty bad spot. They got me in a awkward position. I find that this guy's really, really weak. I finish him off. Nice arrows here. And we go in for a Leeching Flurry, but he misses that. I miss it. And I decided to just run away. I wasn't going to be able to win this fight. My cooldowns were not there. I'm already low on health, but we weren't able to escape, unfortunately. In this section here, we're just going for some more 1v1s. I do some really, really clean shots. I don't miss, kinda. And then I wanted to include this specific clip here. It was a very, very cool 2v2 situation. We're going up against a tank, and he's surviving really, really well against us. And we ended up winning this awesome 2v2. Just like these moments, I just wanted to share that. More Zerging gameplay. We're almost dead, but we got somebody who's bloodthirsty for me, that they wanted me dead. And of course you have to add a teabag in there somewhere. I do, again, really appreciate your time that you spent watching this video. Again, if you liked the video, consider dropping a like, subscribing down below. It only takes 2 seconds. If you don't want to miss out on the future content, I do have plans to do a test for both Aconite and the boltcaster to see which artifacts are better. So if you don't want to miss that, again, please consider dropping that subscription down below. It's free and it helps me out a lot. But before we leave, I just want to show off this awesome pop-off clip. I do Zerg here, and I take the final hits, but it was very satisfying. And with that being said, everyone, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, wherever you guys are, whatever it is you're doing. I appreciate you guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.